What's going on, guys? It's Near25 here, and welcome back to another episode of our Minecraft adventure. Well, guys, we have reached the home stretch of Season 2 of our Minecraft series. This is episode 192, guys. 8 more episodes to go, including today, until this season is over and we start Minecraft Generations. So, for the next 5 episodes, we're gonna be venturing back into our mines. Actually, let me finish talking to you guys. I don't know what I'm rushing for. We're gonna be going back to our mines to do one final mining / exploration session before we go to face the Ender Dragon and explore the end, and then ultimately fight the Wither boss and light up a beacon to send off our series. So, let's get going. Let's not waste any time here. Oh yeah, I forgot. We're like way up somewhere, right? I don't even remember how I got here, actually. Not that that's a surprise to anybody at all, but cool. Alright. Did I come from down here, maybe? No. But there's stuff down here, though. Bunch of coal. Oh, okay. Bunch of coal finds literally one piece. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Here we go. This is what I meant. Bunch of coal. But I hope everybody's having a good day today, though. Today is Thursday, and the day of this recording is the global launch for the Switch 2. And that's why this video might actually be going up a touch later than it normally would, potentially. As well as going up a little bit later than our Kirby and the Amazing Mirror video that went up today. It might be a little bit later than that as well, because I went gallivanting around trying to see if I could possibly, hopefully, get my hands on a Switch 2, because I wanted it, obviously, and I figured, I could get it for an early birthday present, because I never know what to tell my mom to get me for my birthday, and she wanted to know. I was over at her house one day a little bit ago, and she was like, what do you want for your birthday? I was like, I don't know. And then a little while after that, the Switch 2 Direct happened, and I found out when it was coming out, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's like right before my birthday. I was like, I would just take that for my birthday. Because I know she got me stuff for Christmas, but, I don't think I really asked for anything for Christmas this past Christmas. So I was like, even though the Switch is kind of expensive and everything, because, it's launching and it's the new console and everything, I think not asking for anything for Christmas, really, and only getting, little... I just realized my gamma wasn't on. Sorry, guys. Just getting little bips and bobs that she decided to get me and stuff herself. Plus, that basically it would make up for it being birthday and Christmas present, right? Is what I was trying to get at there, with a bunch of extra and probably unnecessary words, because we all know I'm so great at speaking English. But anyway, so that was how that went, and she was fine with it, obviously, because it's me and it's my mom and she loves me. So she said that she'd give me the money for it and everything. And I told her that I was planning on trading my Switch 1 in against it. So but I didn't know how much I was going to get for it. So she said that she'd give me the money to be able to buy it outright. And then, I would, once I trade my Switch 2 in, or my Switch 1 in, and I get whatever money I get for it, then I'll just, give it back to her. And then everything would be all hunky-dory, pretty much. So that's kind of where that's at. So that's why this video, like I said, is going to be going up a little bit later in the day today, as well as later than it usually follows our Kirby and the Amazing Mirror video because I was out getting my Switch 2. And thankfully, I was successful. I guess I should also finish that thought entirely. I was thankfully successful in obtaining a Switch 2. So I am the proud owner of a Switch 2, which is awesome. I'll probably end up still using my Switch 1 for just a little while. I'm not going to lie. Because, I mean, we all know that I'm not the biggest Nintendo person. Like, I don't play Nintendo games necessarily like that. And, like, I also am not really relishing the thought of paying $80 for a video game right now. Or $70 even, for that matter, whichever it is. Like, it's still just... That's a little bit much for me. Especially if it was a game... Like this is just a hypothetical example. If Minecraft was coming out as, like, a brand new game for the Switch... Or you know... Let's say, for example, right? Not necessarily a brand new game, because that's always risky if it's a brand new title. Let's say Mojang decides they're going to make a Minecraft 2, right? And it's literally the exact same game of Minecraft that we all know and love. It's just, you know, it's just the next edition of Minecraft, whatever, right? Which is a hypothetical example here. And they slapped an $80 price tag on that. Oh, I'm buying that on site. I'm pre-ordering it. I'm probably getting the deluxe edition if it has one, which is probably going to be even more than $80. You know, without question. Not a question. Second question asked. Or, you know, for example, not that I would get it for the Switch, but if Battlefront 3 had been announced, especially if it was like the OG Battlefront 3 that we never got, let alone EA's, but I'd even take EA's because I just love Battlefront. But, you know, like, let's say it was like Battlefront 3 getting released and that had an $80 price tag, I'd buy that without question because I know I'll absolutely get $80 worth of value out of it. Like, out of all of the Switch games that got announced right away, the only ones that I could see myself actually buying and playing would be Bravely Default and Mario Kart World. But I've had Mario Kart 8 for, like, just sitting here. Like, I bought it and it's just been sitting in my house for, I'd say, over a year plus, if not almost 2 years. And I've played it once. Now, that's a little bit because of, like, you know, gaming backlog, right? And, like, you know, also being busy with school and everything, because I was still in school when I bought it and all that jazz, right? But, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I can't justify $80 just sitting there for 2 years, or for me being able to play it, you know, like, every once in a blue moon. You know what I mean? Like, if I was, like, working right now and, like, you know, making money hand over fist and, you know, money was, like, quite literally no object for me, then maybe I would, right? But that's, you know, I am still looking for work right now, so that's unfortunately not the case. But again, like, if I'm not going to be playing it all that often, I can't necessarily justify spending that kind of money. I just can't. And that doesn't matter, like, what it is. Like, literally anything in life. That's just how I am with money and how I always have been. If I can't if I have it, obviously, and it doesn't matter, then all right, cool, whatever, like, I'll treat myself. But if I'm, like, trying to, like, figure things out or whatever, and I can't directly, like, justify spending money for something, holy crap, that scared the hell out of me. Where are we? Oh no. You know, like, but like, I don't do it, you know. Then that's just me, you know. But I'm sure I'll end up getting some Switch 2 game. I mean, like, I'm pre-ordering Legends Arceus, Legends ZA. I didn't do that today because unfortunately GameStop did not come in, did not have any 5 minutes after I got there, or after their doors opened. Rather, holy creepers, Batman. But Best Buy thankfully came in clutch, so I was able to get a Switch 2 at Best Buy. But so I'll end up, but I have to get a charging station, or a dock. I mean, I have to get a dock because I'm like 90% sure that they don't come with a dock, right? So I'll have to end up getting myself a dock. So I'll probably go to to GameStop for that. So, and I'll probably just pre-order Legend ZA while I'm there. getting the dock. But like, you know, that I can justify because I know for a fact I'm going to play that. I probably won't get $80 worth out of it because I'm assuming it's going to be just like Legends Arceus, then it'll be like a one and done type of game. Like you play it once and then you're finito. Obviously, only time will tell with that, but that's just what I'm assuming just because that's how Legends Arceus was. But regardless though, like I know I'll probably end up 100%ing it, or at least as close to 100% as I possibly can, just like I did with Legends Arceus, right? So I'll get my money's worth out of it, basically is what I'm saying. I can justify paying the $80 or whatever the price tag will be for that game. But you know, like I said, Mario Kart World, for example. And it's not like I'm against Mario Kart. Like, it's not like I'm just like, oh, Mario Kart sucks or whatever. Because I wouldn't have bought Mario Kart 8 when I did if I thought that was the case. It's just not a game, like, you know, to me where I'm going to be like, you know, oh, you know what? You know, like, I got nothing to do. Let's play Mario Kart. Or, you know, something like that, you know? And, so that's basically my reason behind that. But looping around to the main point is I got the Switch too, so yay! And hopefully, you know, you guys were able to get one yourselves if you were looking to get one as well. This is the story behind GameStop though. So I obviously they had the midnight release, right? And I knew that, but I was watching my friend's stream last night at midnight also, but I also just didn't want to go out at midnight and deal with all the lines and everything, especially just on the off chance that I might not even get one, because they said that they posted on their social media a couple hours before the midnight release that they were going to have additional units in store, but obviously it'll only be as supplies last, which, you know, that makes sense, whatever, fine. So, but I would have thought that with their having a midnight release that they would just be open during the day. You know, like that they just weren't going to close. Like they'd just be open all day long for the launch day or whatever. I had never been to a midnight release before back in the day when they happened all the time. Like I didn't know how they worked, so I thought that's just how it was going to be. So I got up this morning. Well, I woke up early this morning. Not intentionally. I just happened to wake up early this morning. And it was like 8:30, and I'm like, okay. I was like, yep. I was like, I'm going to get up, and I'm going to go. So I can get there as soon as possible, you know, and make sure I can try and give myself the best chance to get a Switch 2. So I opened up the GameStop app, and I was looking at what is my new local GameStop after, you know, my actual local GameStop closed randomly, which I'm still upset about, by the way. And they didn't have any left in stock. And, like period. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So then I just started looking all around, you know, a reasonable area around, you know, around where I live and whatnot. And I found one that had 6 units left. I'm like, all right, perfect. I'm going to go there. I know exactly where that one is. I don't go there hardly ever, but I know where it is. It's not that far. Bing, bang, boom. I'll go get my Switch 2. So I get there a little after 9, right? They're closed. And they don't open till 12. Till noon, you know? And I'm like, okay, I mean, like, I guess that makes sense because, you know, whatever. But, like, I would have just thought that since you did the midnight release that you'd be open, but, you know, whatever, that's cool. I have no idea where the hell we are, by the way, guys. Frick. Clearly we've been here, though, because it's all lit up to hell, even all the way down there. Oh, okay, I know where that's at. Okay. I know where that's at. We've already exhausted that down there. Okay, cool. Does that actually help me, though? I don't think it does. So I'm like, okay, you know, whatever. I'll come home, because it was raining in my area at the time, so I didn't want to go do some of the other stuff that I kind of had to do because, you know, it was raining. Okay, so the mine shaft. We've explored this mine shaft, right? Or have we not? No, we haven't. I just traveled through underneath it in passing, right? We haven't actually explored it, right? I don't think so. Maybe, though. I don't know. Oh, well, we haven't regardless, we haven't explored up here. So I'm like, okay, you know, I can come home and I'll record Kirby and the Amazing Mirror and just get that scheduled to get uploaded at the regular time since, you know, it'd be earlier than expected. And then I'll eat and then, you know, I'll get ready to go again and leave at like, you know, 11:45 or whatever so that I get to GameStop. Oh, crap. When, like, you know, pretty much right after they open the doors at 12 and, you know, see if I can snag one of those remaining 6 units or whatever. I'm not playing, guys, when I tell you I got there at 12:05. Okay? 5 minutes after they opened their doors for the day, I pulled up and was walking in the door, okay? And the line was from the counter all the way to the back of the store. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay. Odds are these people do not have pre-orders because, you know, whatever. But then, you know, but I sat there and I inhaled some copium and I was like, but maybe they do have pre-orders and they just didn't come to the midnight release because most of them were like, you know, adults. So, you know, they probably are there on their lunch break or whatever. So I'm like, you know, maybe, not like, and I don't mean like adults, like, you know, like 40, 50 years old. Like, just like, you know, they were of working age. So, like, you know, that's what I mean by adults. So I'm like, maybe they just went on their lunch break, whatever. And so, to pick up their pre-orders or whatever. And I'm 2 people away from the counter. So, if you want to be technical, since there was 2 people working, I was next in line. And the guy that was at the counter, who was the second person in front of me, gets a Switch 2. Did not have a pre-order. And guess what number he got? The last one. So I said, okay, that's cool. So I left, and I'm like, alright, whatever. Oh, I've been here before. Oh no. Why have I been here before? Oh no. Oh my god, where are all these zombies coming from? So I'm like, okay, whatever. I was like, where did those zombies come from, bro? Up there? It's crazy. Okay. So I'm like, okay, well, you know what? I was like, I need to go to the store and buy printer paper anyway, so I'll, you know, I'll check at Best Buy to see if they have any. So I go to Best Buy because I'm like, you know, it's, and I was worried if I'd even be able to find the right printer paper for my printer. Because I didn't know if it was like an Office Depot exclusive deal or whatever. Like, or not, I don't mean deal as in like discount deal. I mean like just deal as in like it's only available at Office Depot. But I'm like, you know, I'm either gonna come away. Oh my god, I have been here before. Oh god. I'm like, I'm either gonna come out of here with a Switch 2 and the paper, or I'm just gonna come out of here with the Switch 2, or I'm just gonna come out of here with the paper, or worst case scenario, I come out with nothing. Oh god, why have I been here before? I think I'm getting myself more lost. So I walk in, whatever. I go over by, like, you know, the gaming section or whatever, because that's near the back where the... Did I just go in a circle? I think I did. I'm fairly confident that I did. Yes, I did, because I saw the redstone. I saw redstone up here. I swear I did. Never mind, no I didn't. I was going crazy. Oh no. Crap. So, because I knew, like, the printers and all that were in the back of the store anyway. I've never bought printer paper from Best Buy, though, by the way, so I had actually no idea where I was going. But I knew that the video game stuff was in the back. So, I'm looking at the Switch, like, you know, that area. I'm not seeing any Switch 2s, on, like, there. I'm like, okay. So, I ask a guy. But they did have a big sign right as you walked in that said that they were in stock, and I'm like, okay, they would have flipped that around or taken that down if that was the case, right? And I was like, okay, I'm trying to figure out where I'm at right now. And what was I about to say? Oh yeah, so I'm like, you guys having Switch 2s left? He said, yeah, we got plenty. They're up at the counter. You just gotta ask for one. I'm like, okay, perfect. So I'm like, all right, cool. And then I was like, so I went and I got my printer paper. It is a different brand, but like it's the same size, and I would think that's all that matters for printer paper, right? Is the size of the page. I have no idea where in the hell I'm going, and that's probably very freaking bad. To be completely honest with you guys. And so I get up to the counter with my printer paper, and one of the guy that took my, that went to check me out was like, you here for a Switch 2? And I said, I am actually. And then I put the printer paper down, and I was like, he's like, did you want the bundle or just the Switch? I'm like, just the Switch, please, because obviously I didn't explain why, but like I told you guys, like I can't really justify spending all that money on Mario Kart, even though I know if I would have got the bundle it would have only been $50, because the console was $450 and Mario Kart with it was $499. So I get it, and I probably should have just done that. And now that I'm thinking about that out loud, I'm kicking myself in the butt, because that's absolutely what I should have freaking done. Damn it. Oh well, whatever. Too late now. It doesn't matter. It's really not. I still wouldn't be playing it all that much. It's not like it being cheaper would change how much I play it. Honestly, it being more expensive would make me, it being more expensive would make me want to play it more. But regardless of all that, though, that's neither here nor there. But I was like, no, just throw a Switch 2. He's like, okay, cool. Bing, bang, boom. And we were good to go. So, yeah. Thankfully, it all worked out. But I am gonna, like I said, I am gonna have to go to Best Buy, because I'm like 95% sure that there is no docking station in that box. Because I don't remember if they said that it was launching with one. Because I think Nintendo went like hella money hungry this time. They put everything as like additional accessories worth a shit ton of money, which is really kind of stupid and fucked up. But what are you gonna do? But yeah, so I'm so lost. This is so bad. I have no idea like where we get to where we got to, or where we came from, or how we got to where we are right now to begin with. Like the very first time we discovered here, I have no idea what's going on. So I guess we're just gonna wander around aimlessly while I jibber jabber until we find either something new or some sort of sense of normalcy that points us in the right direction. Oh, it's not that way. Oh, wait. This is where we started the episode. Crap. How did we end up back where we started the freaking episode? Oh, God. Everybody must hate when I go freaking mining, because I don't have any signs. Damn it. Not that that would really matter right now anyway, but nonetheless. Okay. I think we gotta go this way then. But, oh no. Oh no. I haven't lost the freaking mine shaft. Like, how did I lose the mine shaft? Oh, there we go. I found it again. Okay. Booyah. Cool. Alright. There we go. Back to some sort of sense of normalcy. Still have no idea where the hell I am, by the way. I just know that we're at a mine shaft now, but that genuinely does not help me in the slightest on knowing where the hell I am. But yeah, so like I said, I will have to, this is like the 6th time I've been saying this because I keep on getting ADHD-ified by the fact that I'm lost. I will end up going to Best Buy sometime soon. Not Best Buy. I keep on getting them confused now because I bought the games. I almost just said I bought the GameStop from Best Buy. I bought the Switch from Best Buy, so now I keep getting them confused. But I'll probably end up going to GameStop sometime soon to get myself a dock, and as well as to pre-order ZA. And then yeah, we'll call it a day from there. And then I'll be good to go. I mean, and also, like, I gotta transfer all of my data and stuff over to the Switch 2 as well from my Switch 1. And then I, obviously, like I said, I'll be trading that in as well. Because since it's backwards compatible, I have no use for it, right? I mean, realistically speaking. And that genuinely is the only reason why I actually was quote-unquote in a rush to get the Switch 2, and why I did get it on launch day is because of the fact it's backwards compatible. Like, and some of you may be thinking, like, because my argument was, like, well, I'll be using the crap out of it still, because it can play Switch 1 games on it and everything, right? So I'll be using it basically every day, just like I was using my Switch. So absolutely justify. Oh, we found a ravine. Absolutely justifies the price, and me getting it right now. And I know some of you probably would be like, well, Aiden, if that's the case, then why don't you just wait until, ZA comes out, or until, there are games that you'll absolutely be playing for sure on it, and just keep your Switch 1, since you're just going to be playing Switch 1 games on your Switch 2. And that is a very, very valid point, guys. Absolutely. Wait a minute. Why is there torches there? And I thought about that. I was weighing that as a option and as a thing as well. Okay. I don't know why there's torches there. I'm so concerned by the fact that there's torches there. Okay. But like I said, I thought about it. I'm like, as like, I'll be using it, so it'll be all good. And I also didn't want to, like, let's say, for example, like, just go pre-order ZA for the Switch 2 without buying it yet, and then just be like, oh, I'm gonna get both when the game comes out, and then the game comes out, and they're like, oh yeah, we don't have any Switch 2s. So then I'm just sitting there with ZA, and I can't do anything with it. Like, that was kind of where I was at with that. A little bit, because that's definitely a good possibility to happen. And like I said, I also I figured it would be getting use, so it's worth it. But yeah, like I said, I mostly just wanted to make sure I had one just for that, But yeah, so I'll get all my data transferred over and whatnot, and then we'll be good to go. Nothing to worry about. But all right, I have no idea where I'm at. I kind of want. I really am half tempted to just warp to my waystone, and then just like start fully over, like back at the base camp, and then just start over from scratch. You know what I mean? Because I genuinely don't know what. Yeah, I think I am gonna do that. The only thing I don't like about doing this is it literally puts you inside of it. So you gotta break it and re-put it down. The only thing I don't like about that. I don't know why I'm even calling it Base Camp 1 because I'm literally probably never going to make another base. I shouldn't say probably never. I'm not going to make another base camp because this season's almost over. Okay, so put all of it. Oh. I love how I've still never made a freaking, or moved all this stuff to the, to my storage area. That's so funny to me. Wow, I don't even have freaking room anywhere. I don't want that copper. I don't need those either. I don't need that. Okay. Damn it. Okay. Damn it. Okay. I put this wood away. Yeah, okay. Alright, so let's get back going then. Because I want to say we're still all the way over here. I'm like 90% sure we're still all the way over here. Exploring around. Oh wait, we gotta get down here first. This way. And then down along. And then I think we're gonna cut off to the right, right? Because I'm pretty sure, I'm like 90% sure that the left way is all done. I think we're off to the right now. The question is, because I don't think we're done this way. I mean, we're gonna run into a lot of torches and lit up area for quite a while, but I'm like pretty confident that we're not done this way. You know? Oh, our little friend followed us. That's adorable, but I hope you are gonna be safe down here. If a creeper blows our little friend up, I'm gonna be so freaking sad. You guys don't understand. I'll be so distraught if we lose our other little friend. I think the skeleton shot him. Oh my goodness, our poor little friend. That bastard skeleton. Okay. I know we're not done here. Like, there's no freaking way we are. I know for a fact we're not. There's no way. It turns out he was done there. Actually, I probably need to stop letting creepers blow up because our little friend's there. To be fair. Oh, God. Now, this is a different mine shaft. Wait a minute. I don't remember this going straight from there to here. 'Cause this is all done. Isn't it? Yeah, because we got all that lit up top there. I'm so confused right now. I mean, I guess this way is done. That doesn't make any sort of freaking sense to me. But you know what? We can go back and check off some of our waystones. Shear stones, rather, because we have 2 or 3 shear stones just like out in the wild. Not really out in the wild, but you know, they're out in caves. So maybe we'll go check those out. Yeah, so let's fly back home really quick. I should just teleport again. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I left our little friend down in the cave. I forgot that our little friend went with us. Oh no! Oh, I'm such a terrible person. Okay. So we have more cave, huge cave, and water cave still just chilling out there to go check out. I'm not gonna lie. Let's go there first. Okay. And we'll scoop this share stone back up. Okay. Now, I did put that down, but what way do I have to freaking go for this? Is it this way? Oh yeah, it's this way. Alright, cool. I can't believe I just abandoned our little friend out there. I feel so terrible right now. I think I might genuinely try to go back and get him off screen. Like, no word of a lie. I feel so bad. But I also don't want him following us. Oh, but no, he won't, because I'll warp back here with the share stone. Yeah, so he won't follow us here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'll go home. Oh my gosh, speaking of going home, there's the freaking surface. I kinda wanna check this out. Is this lava falling from the surface? No, there's just a random lava fall. Or, you know, whatever. Same thing. You filthy whore. You dirty whore. You miserable whore. You stupid whore. How you like it, bitch? Did I not block that lava? What the hell? So they just don't freaking anymore? They just blow? The heck? Okay. Hold on a minute. There we go. That should get rid of it. I'm just gonna leave that cobblestone there. I don't care about it. I want to know where this is at. Every time I find the surface when I'm down exploring, I'm like, I always want to know where I'm at. Let's see. So where the hell are we? Oh wow. I think is that one of our defensive towers right there? Off in the distance? I think it is. That's crazy. We're way far away. Okay, well. Now that lava's gone, we can actually kind of check out some more stuff now. But it is getting close to time to wrap up anyways. So, I guess that's what we'll do. Let me get up in the light though, so that stuff doesn't ambush me. So I'm gonna go run back off screen to get our little friend and get him back home, because that's where our little friend needs to be, not out in the mines. So, but then I'll meet you guys right back here, so won't have to worry about anything there. But nonetheless, if you guys did enjoy this episode, please leave a like down below. I greatly. Oh, I'm gonna stand in the light so that stuff doesn't happen to me. Ha 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 ha. Freaking creepers, man. That threw me off of my outro. Stupid creeper. But yeah, like I said, I think that's a good place to wrap this part up here. So if you guys did enjoy this episode, please leave a like down below. I'd greatly appreciate that. And click that subscribe button if you guys are new. And don't forget to click that little notification bell so you guys do get notified next time videos do go live on the channel. And with that, I will see you guys on my next episode. See you later, guys.